What's up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm gonna be showing you a new project that we're gonna get started on today on this channel, and also just give you a little bit of overview of what we're gonna be doing on this channel overall. Just as a overview of what we're gonna be doing, so we got some classic cars. We got 5 different projects going on for classic cars. We got some truck stuff, and then also some motorsport stuff, quads, dirt bikes, snowmobiles, all that sort of fun stuff, and some boat stuff if you're into that. So stay tuned on this channel if you're going to be interested in that stuff. Hopefully have some regular content coming to you guys, but for now we're here to show you a car that I recently purchased. It's our newest purchase, and we're getting started on it today. It's a forgotten car. The story on the car, it's a 1955 Chevy sedan delivery. It's been sitting for a very long time, and it's actually in really good shape overall. The original owner, so the story I know on the car, the original owner wanted to build a gasser, and he tore the car apart, got it all sandblasted, got it primered, and lost interest in it, put it in his garage. And he passed away, and his daughter got the car. When his daughter got the car, she had 5 kids, and they decided they were going to build a race car out of it since it was already stripped and had no parts. You know, it was just a body, just a rolling shell on a chassis. They were going to build a race car. They cut some holes in the floor and lost interest, same as the original owner. And it sat up until a couple years ago when the person I bought it from bought it. I bought it from a guy down in Olympia. He builds gassers. That's what he does. He builds gassers for people. He's retired. It's just a hobby of his. And he was going to build it to replace his current car that he races. And he found out he has cancer a couple years ago, so he's been fighting that. It's looking good, but he just decided to get rid of a lot of his stuff. He sold a lot of his parts he had stored, his project cars, and that's how I ended up with the car. The original owner had this car sandblasted and parked in their garage in 1969. So this car has been sitting in a garage for as long as most of my projects have been a car. We got a couple 68s, 69s, and then a 74. So I mean, this car's been in a garage for all but 14 years of its life, something like that. It's been sandblasted twice, it's been primered twice in that time, and it's just been forgotten. And finally we're gonna build it. When I bought it, I was gonna build a gasser. I'll show you guys the car here while I'm talking. I was gonna build a gasser, and I think it just had that look to be a gasser, but plans change, and it's actually going to be a full chassis build. We're gonna do a 25.3 chassis in it, and it's gonna be a drag week style build. It's not gonna be just a dedicated drag car, although it's gonna be fast. It's gonna be a street car also to have fun with it and do drag week, Rocky Mountain Race Week, all those sorts of traveling races. That's what we want to do with it, and that's why I wanted a wagon. I've always wanted a wagon drag car, so I had room in the back. We're gonna lose some of that room with the 25.3 chassis just for the down bars in the back, but we can make up for that with a little trailer. All the race weeks allow you to carry a trailer, so that's what we'll just end up doing most likely, since we're gonna lose room with the chassis. But the car overall is in really good shape. So we'll start on the inside. The guy I bought it from, they had cut the floor out right here for the cage, and he patched that on both sides. It's not a very good looking patch, but he did cover up the holes. And that was the only place they had cut the car, which I'm fine with those patches because the whole floor is coming out of the car for the chassis anyways. None of the bottom of this car will be used in the chassis build, so that's all coming out. In the back, he did also, when the last guy had it, he got rid of the spare tire hole right here and covered that, just so the bottom of the car is smooth for a gas tank, so we can put a fuel cell down there. So that's a plus. But I mean, the car, this back door, you can see has no rust in it whatsoever. There's a couple things that need fixed. I think these quarters were replaced, and this doesn't line up very well, so we're gonna get into there, see what's going on there. This side, the light, this is the wrong shape of the light, but it is metal. Magnet sticks to it. It is all metal. So there's no Bondo in the car because it was recently sandblasted again. And then this side, it's got some wrinkling here. And there was a patch down here that looks terrible. So that's the stuff we're gonna be fixing on it and getting that taken care of. Same on this side though. There's that patch that they cut in the floor. The floor is not in the best shape. The floor does have some pitting in it, as you can see. But again, don't care about that because the floor is coming out of the car. It is what it is. The bottom of the doors are in great shape. They look really good. And the dash, that's my favorite part. The dash is all there. It's all there, all original. Probably not going to use any of it. It'll just purely be for appearance, because it'll be a race car, but it is there. It's a bonus to have. The whole front clip is in absolutely perfect condition. I mean, the hood and fenders on this thing are, oh, now the hood doesn't want to open up for me. We'll deal with that in a minute. I'll show you that before we're done. But overall, the whole front clip is in perfect condition, like ready for paint. There's absolutely no rust. You can see inside it is in great shape. That's underliner that didn't get sandblasted off, but it's in fantastic shape. So this whole front clip will be for sale eventually, because we're gonna do a full fiberglass one piece and fiberglass doors and probably strip the rear hatch. So if you're interested in fenders, hood, doors, anything like that, let me know. They will be for sale eventually. I would like to sell them as one. I don't want to deal with selling a fender and stuff like that. So if you want all of it, let me know. Maybe we can work out a deal. Preferably local. I don't want to ship it. But here's this side over here. Underneath the car, I mean, the bottom of this car looks great. The frame's been sandblasted also. Everything's in fantastic shape. So this frame will be for sale also, this whole chassis. I'm just gonna sell it as a rolling chassis as it is. That all will be for sale once the body work, once we fix up the body on this. And here you can see where this has been replaced. And it doesn't really line up. Once we're done with body work and the body comes off and gets put on a chassis table, once we get it on a chassis table, all that stuff will be for sale, because then the car is going to be welded to the table to set the dimensions so we can start working on the chassis. But let me get the hood open for you real quick. All right, got the hood open. So here you guys can see there's the inner fenders. I mean, there's no pitting, nothing. The firewall is in fantastic shape. Everything up here looks great. It's a really nice car to cut up. I mean, it's gonna be hard to cut this firewall out for the chassis, but it was a 6-cylinder car and it is a delivery. So don't get too mad at me. I know people are gonna say I ruined a good car, because that's how people are nowadays with classic cars. But at the end of the day, it's a sedan delivery. It's not a Bel Air. It's not a hardtop. It's not a 2-door post. It's a delivery. It's the cheapest 55 you can get. It's the least desirable 55. And these cars are everywhere. You can literally just go on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace and there's 10 of them for sale. So this car isn't a big deal to cut up. But if you want to see the build on this, stay tuned. A couple the cars we have going, we got a couple Broncos, a Plymouth Roadrunner, and then a Volkswagen Thing that's going to be starting well, this week also. This car wasn't even supposed to go to the shop. We were just gonna slap it together as it is, as a gasser, but since we're gonna do a chassis build, we're gonna do it right. We're gonna fix the body work, and it's going into the shop as a time filler for the Volkswagen. The Volkswagen was supposed to be in the shop already, but we've been driving it all summer, haven't got it torn down and sandblasted yet. So while we get the thing sandblasted, this car's gonna get the body work done, just temporarily. So this car is only gonna get 2 or 3 months worth of work on it on the outside. I don't care about the inside, it's all getting cut out anyways. I just want to get this outside fixed up. So, but stay tuned, guys. Let me know what you think of the car. Tell me your feelings on it, what kind of route you think we should go. And other than it's gonna have a 25.3 chassis in it for the times we want to run, got nothing else figured out on it. We are open to everything, so let us know what you think. Stay tuned, we're gonna have a lot of good stuff coming, and I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. So see you guys later.